All right, welcome back to Penhatchie Productions. Just got off work, me and Charlie, and just got together this afternoon. We're gonna go try to hit a few different properties we hunt in the area. Do a little scouting, probably do a little roosting. We got several young boys, some kids lined up to hunt over the next couple of days. The day is March the 28th. Tomorrow is the 29th, and Sunday's the 30th, and the 29th and 30th are the South Carolina youth season dates. So we got some hunts lined up and set up. Take some younger kids out in the woods and let them experience turkey hunting, and hopefully, Lord willing, we'll be able to get all of them a turkey. If not, at least we're teaching the next generation, and they're getting to learn about it. And we excited, man. I can't even, sitting at work today, that's all I could think about was that, yeah, we're not shooting the trigger tomorrow, but man, we finally get to go hunt the turkey. We get to go hunt the wild turkey again tomorrow, and all the way till May 11th, we're gonna be at them. And so that's a great feeling. You know, you wait so long, and these last 3 months after the first year, goes by so slow, and now it's finally here. So
like a kid on Christmas morning.
Oh yeah,
ready to get after it. But we got something came in the mail today. I want you to open real quick on camera that nobody's seen yet. They don't leak my address there.
Let's see what we got here.
Well,
the Post Service made sure that they got it going to the right place.
Yeah.
Because
it's just this right here.
They're doing a little, the Post Service, they're struggling a little bit here lately. Let's see what we got in here.
I've opened it already. Will hasn't seen them yet, but
we got in here.
Start out the season.
So we got that one in the bag.
That's mine right there.
But this is what we got in the mail. How about them bad boys?
Yes, sir.
Penhatchie Productions, baby.
You gonna wear them tomorrow?
We'll wear them, and what's your plan for them? That's man, that's awesome.
I don't know. We just kind
of got a logo on there.
We just gonna
turkey feet.
We just gonna kind of run. We just wanted to run a few to keep for ourselves to wear this season to kind of see what it'd be like, and then maybe if we ever get a little more retention, we'll start selling some stuff. But certainly in the works with all that. But we're gonna go try to find a turkey now. So we'll see y'all later.
They used to be in that right there all the time. Turkeys. Yeah. So everything about it says turkeys. I'm not wearing some here.
Well, it's night 4 open and day of youth season or whatever, and I'm seeing heck's going on over there. I don't know what's going on over there. Maybe Will can fill us in. we're talking turkey plans, getting ready to roll, and we hear what in the world's happening over there.
I don't know. Bunch of damn Swifties.
We in America. Welcome to America in 2025.
What's the day, March 29th? Good talk. March 29th, Will? Yeah. Okay. Let's go for audio. Real good. Alright, well, it's March 29th, and it's youth season. We got Neil and Isaac with us this morning. We're going to head in here and see if we can't find a turkey. We've never hunted this piece before, so see if we can't scratch one up somewhere. But anyways, Will's over there. Condition is called. I don't know what the hell he's doing, or what the heck he's doing, but we'll get in here and see what we can do. Alright. We got a bird gobbling about 500 yards away. I think he's across the highway, but he's pretty hot. He's gobbled several times, and you can tell it's early, real early. So if we can get up here, see if we can't pull this joker across this highway. So, try to move on this bird real quick. Oh, that way off.
struck out off the limb. So basically, there's a private field across the highway that stretches probably lengthwise up and down the road, probably maybe half, 3/4 mile. And there's turkeys roosted all up and down it. There's a river back there. Edistone River runs back through there. And they were roosted on the edge of that. So we set up right here across the highway from where we could hunt. Me and Will have been calling like crazy to them, trying to pull them over. They got hens with them. They're gobbling occasionally, but nothing crazy. Just like you season last year, if you watched that, we ended up having birds across the highway. So similar thing. We're gonna go back here on the back of this property. There's a creek drainage that runs back through there. We probably couldn't hear this morning, so we'll go back there and see if we can't strike one. It's a beautiful day, you can tell. It's supposed to be cloudy, but it sure ain't. So we're gonna head back here in the back. Can't strike one, and maybe go grab some breakfast. And that's when these birds across the highway. So, anyways, we're gonna head on back here. Stick the camera in your face. Here again, same area we were this morning. And got in here and actually took about an hour nap. The best nap I've taken in a long time. And the birds finally gobbled about 30 minutes ago on the side of the highway. So we called and called and called and called and called and called and called. He won't answer nothing. So I think we're stuck in the tails for now. It's about 1 o'clock, 1:30. We've been after them pretty much all day. So we're gonna tuck our tails for now. See if we can't figure something else out, or maybe call it an afternoon, I don't know. But anyway, we'll keep on, see what we do. Alright, well, just got back to the house. It's about 2:30 or so might hunker down for a little while, rest up, and maybe go try to find a bird for tomorrow or something. Not sure yet, but it's been a rough day, a tough day. It's never a rough day turkey hunting. We're blessed to be able to see another turkey season, but I mean, it's been rough. You know, we've been on birds all day, but they've been across the highway and they ain't been gobbling great. The weather's okay, but they're just henned up apparently. They're just not gobbling and answering calls or anything. So we're gonna head in for the day, or at least for now, and then we'll try something later on. Back out here this morning with Isaac and Will. Last day of our youth season until May. About to slip back in here. Place we hadn't hunted this year, or actually ever. Let's see if we can muster up one somewhere. We can hunt but till about 9 o'clock this morning, 9:30. So I'm trying to make the most of it and see what we can do. Got a bird gobbling. Right here, he's hardwood just right on us. He's hammering.
Let's freaking go, baby. Freaking go. I say, let's go, baby. That's a freaking turkey hunt right there, baby. Dude, I got it perfect too, baby. Let's freaking go, baby. Freaking go. I say, let's go, baby. That's a freaking turkey hunt right there, baby. Dude, I got it perfect too, baby. Yes! Give me some, baby. Fucking go. I think, let's go, oh, baby. That's a fucking turkey hunt right there, baby. Dude, I got it. Ah, let's go. I'm telling you, dude, give me a half, put some down. Hey, I looked over that. Well, I thought he was going to come up around us. I kept saying he's going to our left. I heard him drumming all the way through. Oh, shaking so hard. Oh, yeah. Yo, but when he heard us calling, he came right freaking to us. Severely. The best Sunday ever. There's 2 or 3. Still got about 3-4 to work with. Well, my goodness, what a start to the year. Second day of the season, technically youth season, but I mean, yesterday we got our butts handed to us. I hate Neil couldn't be here with us this morning, but man, it worked out picture perfect. I mean, we literally, that's probably one of the best, fastest all-throw limb turkey hunts we have ever had in our entire lives, me and Will both. I mean, we heard this bird from way over there this morning, half a mile away. Barely heard him. We covered ground and got to him. And you see right behind us a big, pretty hardwood. He was roosted back in there. There's actually a couple back here behind us over our left shoulder, roosted in there, and there was one by itself over here. The other birds pitched down, started working away from us, went quiet. We were just patient. We got in here, got a good setup. He was hammering. We got in here, got a good setup, and called to him. And as soon as I called, he triple called. And I went quiet, and he kind of started working to our left. Like kind of slipped behind us in the woods instead of coming to the road. And I kind of just trying to direct him back towards the road. And he did, boy, he did it. Picture perfect. Got pretty good footage of him. And Isaac his first turkey. What a day. I mean, it's 7:30, and we're officially done with youth season. So that's freaking awesome. Super cool. So I think Isaac's a turkey hunter, hooked on it from now on. So get some pictures. We'll sit down and talk about it. And,
all right, well, we finally struck pay dirt this morning in South Carolina youth season for Isaac here, and man, what a hunt. The bird here, Isaac, you want to show him the fan? Beautiful 2-year-old. I got about a 9-inch beard, and I'd say right at an inch spurs probably. So to give Isaac a little introduction here, I don't know if we took him yesterday, but so Isaac plays on the football team where I coach high school football, and he's 16 years old, and he and I had talked, like this past little season about he likes deer hunt, duck hunt stuff, but he's never killed a turkey, and I felt like it was a great opportunity to get in touch with him and us get together this weekend and get him in the woods, try to get him his first turkey. If anything, learn. But man, on top of it, he was able to get his beautiful bird, and it was just a awesome experience for all of us. And I know it was even better for Isaac. And it's so fulfilling as a turkey hunter. We're used to, today's March 30th. We're used to being almost halfway point in our turkey season by now. But this is our youth season, and our actual season comes in this Thursday, April 3rd, and it's just awesome to be able to get a good youth hunt like this. And I mean, it's just, I'll say this before Charlie kind of tells me about the hunt. If you're a turkey hunter and you really love it, got passionate about it, a lot of people just go for themselves. They love to just kill birds, and they love, but when you can take the younger youth like this out in the turkey hunting woods, man, and let them experience what we love and teach them and give them knowledge, that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. You got to get them out, because when we're 60 and 70 years old, these younger guys, I mean, they'll be leading the way. They're the next generation of teach people how to turkey hunt, and going about the right way, and knowing the rights and the wrongs. And that's what's so awesome about this experience. Is it would have been great, he could be on birds all weekend, but for him to actually pull the trigger and get his first one is even better. We went yesterday, heard a lot of birds, but like typical early season South Carolina turkeys, they were henned up. After 8 o'clock, they shut up and quit saying anything. But Isaac stuck with it. He wanted to go again this morning, so we took him to another piece of property, a different piece of property this morning. And I'll let you kind of talk about the property as far as what we did and didn't expect.
We come out here 2 or 3 weeks ago, walked around, didn't see very many tracks, and I came out here 2 weeks ago and listened. Perfect day, actually prettier than it is today, believe it or not, and didn't hear nothing. Not a single turkey gobble. Wasn't many tracks then. Came out here last Wednesday, still about the same. There wasn't very many tracks. Some hen tracks here and there. But so we kind of went in here blind this morning, didn't really know what to expect, honestly. And we just kind of started moseying along this morning, and we ended up hearing this bird about 1,000 yards away, half a mile or better. We were up on some higher elevation and heard him, and we were just patient. We kept closing ground to him quickly, but we did it patiently. And we didn't, we knew that we had a good idea where he was at, and we didn't want to get right up on top of him all of a sudden and not realize it. So we actually, by the time we got to him, he was on the ground and he was gobbling good. There was a few more turkeys around him that were gobbling. They kind of went quiet, so we set up, and I yelped maybe 3 times, cut a few times, and stuck bird. And other than he was at the decoy trying to get him to gobble and get out of strut. I mean, he came right in. I would say within 3 to 4, maybe 5 minutes, that turkey was at the decoy, and that was it. Probably one of the fastest turkey hunts I've ever had.
Some people, they have to go a whole season's worth. When they kill one at the end of the season, people have to hunt a turkey till 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon and finally get on one and kill it. Isaac got a complete, just a picture perfect turkey hunt, which you wish you could get every day, but they don't give you that every day. But I mean, we got in here, right at gobbling time, actually running a little behind, and like Charlie said, hadn't ever hunted it, and done some scouting leading up to the season, and we knew we were going to hunt a decent bit this year. A lot of gobblers on it, and I mean, you walk in and you don't walk but 5 steps out the truck, and you already hear one, like Charlie, ways off on the property, gobbling, and the whole way towards him, he's steady gobbling. And I knew when I woke up this morning, I don't know if you can tell, it's beautiful blue skies. It's 55 degrees, which is, typical for this time of year. I think the high today is like 74, 75, and usually right now, for the most part, turkeys still end up in South Carolina usually this time of year, but they're starting to get hot. They're starting to break away. They're starting to go looking, and with our season starting later this year, it's actually kind of benefited us a little bit. Like I said, we were on them yesterday, but today, man, I got out the house this morning, it was still pitch black dark, and you could hear those birds tweeting, and it was a little chill in there, calm, no wind, no overcast, And that bird kept gobbling. I just knew it's a perfect day. It's a perfect day, and I think the way that bird gobbled in the tree, you kind of had that feeling, you know, he's gonna hit the ground. There were several other ones gobbling, you know, about in the same hardwood bottom he was roosted in, near like some cypress ponds. But you know, he hit the ground, and he kept gobbling without even being called to. And then by the time we got on the ground, the bird was killed at what? 7:20.
7:20. Sunrise at 7:15.
Bird was killed at 7:20, and I think we were on the tree, actually set up, waiting for him to come in for probably 5-6 minutes at the most. He came around our left, like most turkeys do, trying to make a loop, and I could hear him stomping through the woods like a dinosaur.
He hopped up on a log.
You could hear him jump off that log, and he was spitting and drumming in there. And
we apologize. We got somebody over here deciding to cut the grass on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. We're up here near the gate, you know, leaving out the property, and we didn't want to do all this down there where we killed the turkey.
Yeah, we ain't. We ain't but what, a mile, maybe 2 miles outside of town.
Outside of town.
And on the way out of here, I've already videoed. I think it's already in the video. But on the way out of here, we heard some church bells in town. And it's Sunday. It's beautiful, man. That
ain't the
that
Lord.
Was cool, man.
It's awesome.
That's awesome. You know, you walking out of here and you hear church bells ringing, and you know, man, we are so blessed to be able to hunt the wild turkey. And you know,
like I said after
from God.
I said after Isaac killed it, you know, you love the chase, you love the battle, you love the chess match.
It's almost kind of sad.
You almost feel
one.
cruel and sad after. But let me tell you something, man. If you really love the wild turkey, you have a sense of cruelty when you kill it. You know, it's not all about, you know, oh man, this is awesome. You know, it is awesome. It's awesome to go through the journey and the battle with the turkey. But you got to have an respect that, you know, these are still one of God's creations. I mean, He created these animals, and you're taking life, but it's conservation. But you know, it's a bittersweet type thing when you finally lay one down. And boy, Isaac flat out stone cold Steve Austin this turkey this morning. I mean, he was at the decoy at 15 yards, full strut, and Isaac pulled the trigger. And you know, that's what it's all about. I mean, I was sitting next to Isaac, and you know, we've all killed our first turkey. You know, those that are watching, you know what that feeling is like, man. But I could feel this kid's his energy, and he was shaking and breathing hard, and he was just, you could see his body when that turkey popped in the strut at 15 yards and was walking slowly up to the decoy, locked in. You could just see the lock, and he was just so locked up on it and shook up by it. And that's what it's all about. And I'm glad he was able to get this experience. You know, some people go through youth season, they just hear birds, don't hear birds, they see birds, don't see birds. Isaac got the whole rundown this weekend. He had a very, very high today, a low yesterday, and that's what it's all about. That's what this channel's about. And
the highs and the lows.
You know, I just, that was a picture perfect turkey hunt. I mean, you in here, you out of here, you got to be at church at 10 o'clock. Well, you out of here in plenty of time to make that happen. And you know, just to do this on a Sunday, you know, it's March 30th. Season's really kicking in full force now, and the birds are starting to get hot. And the day was just one of those mornings, man, where it's just, they're singing like a choir in a tree. The other ones got quiet. He kept gobbling. He was lonely, and that's the best one to get on. And he was locked in, and he come, like I said,
on a string.
I'd say when we set up on the tree, like I said, it took 5 minutes before he was at decoy and he was killed from the time we laid our backs against the tree. And from that, when we got set up, he was probably 100 yards.
Yeah, when I called to him that first time, he triple gobbled back to back to back. And
we let him hit the, I say,
pretty much shut up after that.
We were walking his direction this morning, you know, the whole time he was gobbling in the tree, but we let him hit the ground before we got set up. He hit the ground, he was on the ground probably 5 to 10 minutes before we actually set up on him, and we got in a perfect spot around a bend next to a big, you know, creek bottom, and he come about that thing, man, jumped off. God, it was just, you can't ask for better. It's just, I'm sad for Isaac that he gets to experience this, and it's just amazing. We kicked the season off this way, and youth season's over. We actually in South Carolina now have, so Isaac, keep your calendars marked, we get to have a youth season May 10th and 11th. So the weekend before the season we have 2 days, and the weekend after the season goes out we have 2 days. So we'll have 2 more youth days in the season, and looking forward to getting this season going Thursday. And I mean,
This is just awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, couldn't ask for any better on a beautiful Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, the Lord's day, we were able to make this happen, and it's just extremely awesome. And like always, we're going to end this one with a prayer. Lord Heavenly Father, I just want to thank you so much for one, blessing us with a relationship with Isaac, to have him in our lives, and getting to get up with him this weekend and introduce him to turkey hunting. And Lord, because of you, he was able to pull the trigger and kill his first bird today, and that's an awesome experience. But without you, none of it's possible. The creation is coming alive this time of year. Spring is sprung, the birds are tweeting, just everything is so beautiful this time of year, Lord. It's all part of your creation, and we wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for you, Lord. And we're just so blessed to be turkey hunters, and we thank you so much for everything you do for us. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right,
Hey.
we'll
And real quick,
here you go.
PP is struck again, baby.
We'll catch you on episode 2. Who's gonna be on the trigger? Me or you? Whoever.
Flip a coin.
Yeah, whoever.
But that'll end this one.
All right.